This is Erik Erikson's 8 Stages of Social Development. These stages explain healthy development a person should go through. The first stage of Erikson's theory is trust versus mistrust. This occurs from birth to 1 year old. During this stage, an infant develops trust with their caregiver. As an infant, they are not able to influence their mother's caregiving or scheduling needs, so they face the dilemma of to what extent they will trust or mistrust their mother's helpfulness. The infant wants to eat, sleep, and excrete when they want, but sometimes not when the mother wants. The goal is to build trust between infant and mother, even if the mother proves herself just good enough in her attentiveness.
Autonomy and shame. This is the second stage of development, and the ages range from 1 to 3. The ideas of autonomy and shame are able to be established since a sense of trust has already been created between the child and caregiver in the first stage. Autonomy is when you self-govern. This applies to the life of a toddler in the fact that they now want to be able to feed, dress, and go to the bathroom by themselves. However, because these things are new to them, they frequently mess up. It then becomes the parent's job to not scold them too often for their mistakes, because otherwise the child has potential to develop shame.
Stage 3 is initiative versus guilt, and this stage is prevalent during the preschool years between ages 3 and 5. At this age, children are trying to figure out if they are good or if they are bad. During this stage, children assert their power and control through social interaction, and play and imagination is very important. Kids at this age need to take initiative by overcoming challenges and accomplishing tasks, and they realize that their impulses can sometimes have a negative effect on others. However, this sense of initiative increased when they are given freedom to play. It is important for caregivers to encourage this and help when necessary. If a caregiver is scolding or discouraging, it can cause children to be ashamed and not believe in themselves, and they could also feel that their efforts will just embarrass them. When children are successful in this stage of development, they will gain a sense of purpose, but failure will make them feel guilt.
The fourth stage is industry versus inferiority. This involves children from the ages 6 to 12 who develop a sense of mastery and competence. Erikson says that this stage is vital to a child's development of their self-confidence. If the student accomplishes a goal, they get a sense of pride and satisfaction. This is displayed in the image of the child who had completed a painting and is being praised by her teacher in the background, having the feeling of a job well done. However, if the child does not accomplish a goal, they will begin to feel inferior to others. This could lead the child to feel as if he or she is a loser. This is shown in the picture of the upset child. It was stated in the text that too much emphasis on perfection can make a child feel inferior to others, feeling as if the goal cannot be reached.
The fifth stage is identity versus role confusion. According to Erikson, this occurs from age 12 to age 19. During this stage, an individual is able to develop their identity and acknowledge of identity by others. Defining an identity is risky because some talents and attitudes may be poorly developed and possibly undesirable in the eyes of others. Role confusion occurs when who a person wants to be may not be the same as who they actually are or who other people want them to be. Teachers are able to minimize role confusion by offering students many diverse role models, being alert to students' confusions about their futures, and refer them to counselors or other services outside school that can help sort these confusions out.
Intimacy and isolation. This is the sixth stage of development and starts from the age of 19 and lasts far into adulthood. It looks at the person's decision to either find a significant other or remain single for the rest of their life. The key things people are looking for at this stage of their life are love, close relationships, and solid lifelong friendships. The most common reason for isolation is the fear of rejection from either a loved one or society. The picture of the lady being proposed to represents the people who chose to have intimacy in their lives. The lady posing with a cat is the stereotypical representation of people who choose to be or end up in isolation.
Stage 7 is generativity versus stagnation, and this occurs between the ages of 40 and 65. This stage is concerned with how a person is contributing to the world. Generativity refers to caring for others and creating and accomplishing things that make the world better, therefore making their mark. Those who are successful at this will feel that they are contributing to the world by being active in the home and community. Stagnation is the failure to find a way to contribute, leading to feelings of being uninvolved or disconnected. Those who fail in this stage will feel unproductive in the world.
Stage 8 is integrity versus despair, and this starts during late adulthood from age 65 and continues until the end of life. This is where they are trying to determine if they have led a meaningful life. Adults at this age tend to reflect back on their lives, and if they are satisfied, they come away with a sense of integrity. They are happy with the life that they have lived and are proud of their accomplishments. They have few regrets and feel satisfied. On the other hand, those who look back and are dissatisfied with their life will feel a sense of despair. They might feel as though their life has been wasted and they have many regrets.